Huh. Oh, all right. Here we are. Live is stream is booting up. Brain's not. It's pretty early. I'm tired. I didn't stream last night. I was gonna stream last night and do this, but kind of passed out. I need to catch up on some sleep. It was a long week. So it's what is it? Saturday. Correct. Yeah. Saturday, 9:30 in the morning. It should be afternoon, evening, early evening for most of my U.S. American resident friends. Just in the hotel still. Let's give this a few minutes to get out into the YouTube space to let some people jump on. And then we'll get into some coin count. I'm going to do a Bitpetite 1000 invest today. I'm going to do a USI Tech next week. Yeah, all right, there we go. Got a few people jumping on. What's up? What's up, guys? I shot day 10 of the 10K challenge yesterday, but the volume, the audio didn't work again. I'm so annoyed with the computer that I've been using because I've just been running everything off of a notebook, and it was relatively new, but I don't know, maybe something went wrong with it. So I've got a brand new computer, ordered a custom build so that I can do 3 screens. I'm going to do 3 screens on that, and then so the videos will probably be better. And then we've got a webcam on the way. We could have used, like, I could hook up some of my cameras, you know, like point and shoot would be good. I have a couple DSLRs, but yeah, I think I'd rather just get a webcam. So we've got that on the way. That'll all improve greatly, and then we'll be able to start doing some charting together. Because yeah, I think I'm gonna go with 3 screens. But yeah, that whole setup is getting built now, and then I probably won't be doing those in the booth because that booth is pretty small. But I don't know, we'll see. Or maybe I'll do some in, some out. I don't know. But some people have been complaining about lagginess in the live video, so I apologize. But soon it will be fixed. All right, so let's take a quick look here. This is BitTrex or Bittrex, however you want to pronounce it. And just looking at some of the markets, interesting enough, most of the Bitcoin markets are up. There's a couple really bad downs, but most of the Ethereum market, if you look, are down. There's what, 2 that are up out of the entire list here, same size list on Bitcoin, and they're all up. It's because Bitcoin's up. Bitcoin is still doing really well. So we've got it looks to be a new support line forming here at about 54.90, and a new resistance point hitting at about 57.34. So that's interesting to see. I'm going to be doing some more advanced charting today. I'll probably share that with you guys to get the next 30, 60 days mapped out. Yeah, Bitpetite. This is the new account that I've got. We're about to do 1,000 investo into this bad boy. So let's get that started. Move that out of the way. So this is just bitcoin.co.id. It's a different wallet. If you're in Indonesia, you're probably using this. If you're not, you probably shouldn't because you don't need it. And then the thing I want to quickly talk about is, what do you go with, right? If on the Bitcoin side, because I moved it all and it's sitting in Bitcoin, do you go Bitcoin to US dollar or Bitcoin to Bitcoin? I'm a fan of doing Bitcoin to Bitcoin more so, because Bitcoin, no matter what's going on this week, today, tomorrow, Bitcoin is gradually going up. The whole thing here, just take a look. Here we go. We're gradually going up. Even with huge resets, what's still happening? We have a trend line going up. We are gradually going up. And it's a pretty safe bet to think that it's going to keep doing that. Now, where the real question comes in is, okay, so we've got a 6-week plan and a 9-week plan. We could, if we saw an upward trend of Bitcoin to US dollar, we could do Bitcoin to US dollar because Bitcoin could be really, really up to the dollar at the time of the capital getting released, or just over the span of the next 6 weeks, and you're getting daily money. So the plan is to reinvest for the first 10 days, and then we can start to pull out profits that will gross us $1,794, I believe, altogether, $1,743 by doing this strategy. This is one of many strategies, but this is the first one that we're going to do, and there's some people following along. So we just basically reinvest for the first 10 days, and then we start to pull out profit. And so we could go Bitcoin to US dollar because we're going to do just a 6-week. And over the next 6 weeks, we can assume that Bitcoin is going to be up. We're going to face a little bit of a reset and a little bit of a bear market, but I don't know if we'll see that in the next 6 weeks. Also, if we do, how fast we've been resetting and pulling back versus getting run-ups and going up again has been a lot quicker than even some of the most professional guys that I'm following and that I'm learning from are predicting. I'm getting coaching from a guy who has over 25 years of experience with trading. So these markets are moving much faster than most people are plotting them to move. So, even if we do go down, there's some people scheduling down all the way to still 1,800 in a bear market. How fast would we really hit that and then bounce back up? I don't know. It's hard to say. And then we might even skip over that entirely. If we look here, there's still a bunch of FUD. Like even Yahoo Finance, look at how they just titled this. At it again, Diamond breaks vow, says Bitcoin buyers will pay the price. Just a day after JP Morgan Chase chief Jamie Dimon said he wouldn't talk about Bitcoin, he issued his new remarks about the cryptocurrency. Like that guy, I think at this point people are just like, yeah, we get it. The guy's a joke because he just can't keep his mouth shut. And that's all just ego. That's all just like he just feels compelled to talk shit because of ego. Like he just can't stay out of it, So yeah, those are interesting. That's really what you have to look at. Those are the questions you need to be asking yourself when we're looking at this and thinking, okay, well, what do we do here? And then, okay, the next thing you have to question is if Bitcoin does see a bear market, then I could just, if I go Bitcoin to Bitcoin, then no matter what, if it's up or down, I'm holding Bitcoin. I can just hold and keep holding until it goes back up because it will go back up. So the underlying safest bet is Bitcoin to Bitcoin. But if we happen to be in a hyperbolic market, Bitcoin to USD, I think is a good way to go. Me, myself, today, I like safer bets. So I will go with Bitcoin to Bitcoin. So that was a whole lot of talking for one simple point. All right. Oh, wait. That's 1,000. It's 1,026. So we'll do 1,005. Oh my gosh, my brain is just not working. Look at what I'm doing right now. Okay. Do this. $5 for moving over. Right? 6 week. Boom. So is that the, wow. Let's go back to this guy. Yeah, so that's 1,005. So all we need to do is add 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then copy the address. Get my pin. We will be on the way, in motion. Okay, here it is. Okay, I just gotta go ahead and say yes. See if I can do it on my phone. Yeah, cool. Oh, yeah, they don't make you log back in. That's good. I never actually tried that on my phone. Okay. Approved. We'll get the hash here in a second. And then it will show under pending. Here under pending. Takes maybe 30 minutes, depending on where you're sending from. Exodus can take forever to do it. So, yeah, I mean, it can take like a legit 30, 45 minutes. Coinbase, same thing. Coinbase, you could become an old man waiting for that. 19 bucks left. Cool. Still pending. So once it shows, oh yeah, oh, it's already there. So we can follow it along on blockchain.info if we wanted to. Just got started today. We're like a week ago. Sweet. Jumping up and comment here. All right. 4 people on the live stream. Nice. Community's growing. 540 subs. Like we're getting, in one day we did 150 subs. And then now in the last day it's been like 40 subs. But we'll be to 1,000 in no time. I think we'll be one of the fastest growing channels here in no time, actually. I like our odds. Cool. Stan, we got another new one. All right, so we got some comments. And just so you guys know, like I don't delete comments unless they're overly retarded from the standpoint of, here's my link, go sign up through me. Because I think that's disrespectful towards the art of what I'm doing, which is creating the videos. And then people who are like running these agendas that like, why would you even bother commenting? If you believe that and you think that all this is just crap and, you know, all a big whatever scam, then just like go to those pages. I don't need to debate with those people. I don't need to entertain them in any sort of way. I have zero desire to do that. My belief doesn't require their belief in order to, like, I don't need to convince them or anything to keep going on my path. So, yeah, so I don't even entertain those. So those are really the only comments that I get rid of. I don't care about cursing or anything like that. You know me, I curse too. How much lower do you think Bitcoin will dip? There's people scheduling all the way down to $1,800, $2,000 range. And what we're going off of is these notorious cycles dating back, I think, all the way to about 2015. But the thing you got to look at is this is cryptocurrency, and nobody has 20 years of experience in cryptocurrency. They've got 20 years of experience, 30 years of experience trading and dealing with markets that they can't move as fast as this one can. I don't think. You know, crypto just seems to be moving faster than what anyone else has ever seen. So we might actually skip this whole bottom, this next bear market. But if history is any indicator, then we're coming up on a bear market again. So that's just more opportunities to schedule in. Like if we're just operating with, like, let's call it layer 1, which is buy low, sell high, then every piece of news will terrify you. Right? Every piece of bad news will terrify you. Gosh, is it going to go down? Like, we are living in fear still. That is not what I want to do. That is not what I want for you. That is not what I want for myself, because then we're right back to like what we're trying to avoid, which is the fear, and we're trying to create a plan, sustainability, blah, blah, blah. So I think unless you're really coming in with a proactive plan to schedule in the downside and schedule in the upside, then you'll just keep living in fear. And we'll start to talk more about this on the channel. I'll start to actually talk about reading charts and scheduling and making a plan and all that. Not coming from the standpoint that you guys need to start manual trading or any of that. Most people don't want to do that. And that's fine. Like, you don't need to do that. But reading the charts is important because then you'll know what to expect. And so the layer one of just buy low, sell high, I think will not work in a volatile market like this. That's why even if you follow since the beginning here, what I've been talking about is allocating some towards high interest yield programs, holding some coin here, all those strategies. Like, that's yin and yang, even just those two. Like, doing a high interest yield program is a short-term thing. It's like, what are we talking about? 299 days max. Holding is like years and years and years into the future. And in Asia, most people, what they're doing is they've just bought coin and they're holding on to it. Asian culture seems to adapt technology way easier, faster, better than America does. What I mean by that is, like, in Japan, they've been using QR codes for like 20 years. Then in America, if you remember that craze, and it went through like maybe a 2-year period of QR codes, and then everyone was just like, why the hell are we using these? They're retarded. When Bitcoin first came out, the Asian market was all over it. So there's a lot of people who got 10, 20 Bitcoin, off of the market when it was like $20, $30 a Bitcoin, maybe even $100 a Bitcoin. And their strategy is mostly to just sit on it and hold it. And I think there's value in that strategy, but that strategy all on its own, I think, is stupid. Just because you're missing out on a lot. You're missing out on a lot between here and 5 years from now. And this is a market that's obviously proven to, like, in a couple weeks, could make you a millionaire. So it's like you invested into it as an investment. Invest, make it, get an ROI out of it. So I think, even a basic strategy like that, 5,400. Cool. So the only dab, he's saying it's going to go to 5,400. Well, look at here. We've got a new it looks to be a support line forming. I think I just talked about this. I'm so out of it. What the hell? New support line forming at about 5,400, 5,488. New resistance line forming at about 5,730. But yeah, I mean, there's people scheduled all the way down. All the way down. Where is she? Oh. Well, 3,000 is right there. All the way down to 2,000. Yeah, it won't let me it won't let me go down. But yeah, there's people that are scheduled all the way down to 2,800. A lot of people just can't see that. They can't fathom that happening. Oh, let's check in on Bitpetite. 0 of 3. Okay. It's looking good. Looking good. Yeah. So again, to talk about this, should you care about if it jumps, if we pull back and go into a bear market? It would depend on what your strategy is, what your investment plan is. Then that would kind of be an indicator as to if you should even care, And I think I've shot a few videos about that over the last couple of days. I'll be uploading. That's such an important thing to really be clear and focused on what you're really looking for. Like, what sort of result are you looking to get out of your cryptocurrency journey, and to stay clear on that. BitConnect loans and reinvest interest. I want to get another 10K loan or Bitcoin for the purpose of doing another loan. Yeah. Wait, what'd you say? Oh, okay. Yeah. And it's funny because now we're starting to get interest on people. So I think I'll start actually hosting a fund sooner than I thought, because I have a few people now that they've read the news. Oh my gosh, it's almost 5,000. What's your plan, Jay? What do you want to do? How do I get involved? So yeah, of course. I'll do that all day to stake up more positions and to diversify a group portfolio all day. I'll do that. And it'll be a great case study for you guys. You know, everybody in the community following along, watching, trying to get their head around all this crypto stuff. It'll be a great case study for you guys. What do we got? Same, 0 of 3. Okay. Okay. What do we got in here? Nothing. Drain that out. Let's see what else we got. We got Regal. Let's do a little coin count here. Yeah, we just got Regal. I'd already jumped into my personal Bitpetite, which I'm gonna stop showing that. But the team volume's great. Team volume's 32,000 on Bitpetite. BitConnect, it's 50,000. Today I'll be shooting day 11 video for BitConnect, which will be moving all that money over into Voltoro Gold. We've got, I think, 5 grams sitting in there now. Yeah, I want bars. I want bars of gold. All right, so let's look at interest really quick on BitConnect. Yeah, I actually thought that it was going to hit 2%. I thought we would be seeing a 2% for today. Because look at the real-time interest chart. Killing it. But yeah, they will be last 12 hours. We had about a 24-hour period where it I would have thought they did really good, yeah. Anyway, so BitConnect is strong. We got 2 good interest days coming up, which would be great. I'm just pushing it over into gold. Gold is down 12%. Yesterday it was down 12.8%. Here's Regal. Start shooting more into Regal. Probably do another couple thousand invest into Regal. Regal is pretty similar to that phone. Regal's pretty similar to BitConnect. They are paying out more and more consistently. Over the last 10 days or so that I've been tracking it, it is over 1%. It gets up into 1.5 very commonly. This has been running since the 4th. You see I got $50 already accumulated. That is more than BitConnect. I'm not saying it's better than BitConnect. This is a very young platform. BitConnect is much safer of a bet than Regal at this point. And the thing I don't like is that you got Regal that's come out, and then Hextra and Western Coin and what's the other one? Glass Coin. My problem with those is that they all look the same. It's all the same UI. It's very similar, and that scares me from an investment standpoint. That's just me being honest. So I know that there's a couple other communities that love Regal Coin, and they're hard and heavy in Regal Coin. That's why I won't stretch out of Regal, because I think Regal is legit too, but I think Hextra and all these other ones that are coming out of the gates, they're big question marks. Either they grabbed this UI, like basically went to their developers and said, hey, make me this same thing, which I've done that in the past. There's nothing wrong with modeling success. And then Western did the same thing, and Glass did the same thing, or it's all the same guy, and he's just coming out with like 3, 4, 5, 10, however many of these he can do, and just siphoning massive amounts of Bitcoin with zero intention of having them really go anywhere. Because Regal, now that it's up into 30s, and once we get up into the $50 range, you'll really see Regal's constantly updating, rolling out news, all the things that are important for us to see as users in the community. And so Regal is as far as you'll see me go out and stretch. I tried to get into Hextra just on my own. I was going to just see what that might do, and it didn't work. Like I told you before, I thought I got something and I didn't. Regal, I totally missed the pre-ICO and ICO, because again, I was just like, I'm not jumping in this because I have no idea what the legitimacy of this. And so, yeah, Regal's working on some big things. They've got their Visa card. They've got a lot of the same things on the roadmap. that BitConnect has, and they're sticking true to their roadmap so far. So yeah, I'll invest more into Regal, come in at a couple $1,000s more in positions. If you're staked into BitConnect already, then you can start to look at something like Regal Coin or Bitpetite. But if you're not in BitConnect yet, I wouldn't suggest that your first investment is in Regal. One of three. Okay, we're finally moving. That's what I like about BitConnect since I'm new to the crypto space. Yeah, I mean, to come in at a $10,010 loan in BitConnect, you get it back in 120 days, 4 months. That's such a short investment span. What are you getting on your Chase bank account with your yearly interest? Well, you're getting 1/100th%, and you got to wait a year, and it's based off, I think they take a rolling average per day and average that out to give you that end of the year percentage. Those are all very, very low yield returns. Awful, just awful. And so we're talking about 4 months. How many times could you just play that game over and over and over again? So the 10K loan that we've got, what I think I want to do after this, probably we're looking at November. I'm going to start to put it together now because I actually have, I have no idea how to move over $100,000 into Bitcoin. If anybody does know, if anybody's done it, email me, cryptojunkies@proton.mail and protonmail.com. So cryptojunkies@protonmail.com. Let me know how you did it because I want to do a 100K invest into BitConnect in November. And so, yeah, I have no idea how to do that. We had trouble enough moving over 10,000, but we learned some things doing 10,000, and I know some people who've done up to 25,000. Yeah, no, Tanner did 100K on BitConnect. I'll probably actually reach out to him and ask him how he did that. I can guarantee it probably wasn't through Coinbase, but I haven't. I actually didn't watch the video when he did the initial. He said he uses Gemini. Yeah, there you go. So I'll look into that. But yeah, I think November we'll do 100K into BitConnect, which will be about $1,000 a day, which will be epic. Absolutely epic. If the channel isn't huge by then, it will be, because we'll have $1,000 to play around with every day to go here and go there. But yeah, let's see what this is looking like. You guys notice how the Bitpetite support staff, there's all kinds of new people. There's Donald. There's who's the other guy? Steven, I think. And then, so at first there was just like the 2 chicks. I'm bad with names, great with faces, bad with names. And now there's, I think, 4 or 5 support people. So they've been quietly upgrading as well. Quietly upgrading. And the cool thing is now we're maxed out. We're maxed out at all the team commissions on the community account, which is great because that'll just be more money that will move over into Exodus and more challenges. Start to do more giveaways. I want to start to give away hardware wallets like the Trezor and the Nano. We've got some of them I'm ordering. I'm going to order like 5 or 6 of those, I think, and just have them because it'll take a while to get those out to me. Or maybe I'll just, I might just order them because a lot of you guys are in America. I could just, as like giveaways, I can just order it off Amazon and ship it to you. That'd be way easier actually. But I want to have some for myself, so I think I'm going to order a batch of those. And they get cheaper when you buy them in bulk. Do giveaways with those. But yeah, we'll just be able to do more with the community. That helps us build out the platform, which I should have an update today. Waiting to hear back from the developers on that. But still looking at early next week. It's Saturday, so looking at Monday through Wednesday, getting some beta testers in there. What'll be there first is just a bunch of video training, and then a BitConnect tools page, which just gives you in-depth tools for BitConnect itself. We're building out a tool page for Bitpetite, Regal, USI Tech, basically all the ones that we're into, and that's it. And then there'll be varying levels of training. You guys who have invested through Crypto Junkie links will have free access for life. People who haven't bought, who don't want to sign up under our links for whatever reason, already signed up, blah, 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 they'll just pay a yearly fee to access the same thing that you guys will have access to. All right. This should be getting there, I hope. 1 of 3. Like I said, it can take a while. And then once that's done, that'll be up and rolling. So let's take a look back at the spreadsheet. And here it is. That's Bitcoin to US dollar. I use this as reference just that we got dollar figures, and I'm not giving you Satoshi marks. And you don't have to go off of that. Girlfriend's calling me. 100% reinvest. So day 1, $45, 47, 49, 51, 53, 81, 59, 62, 65, 68. This is Saturday and Sunday. Not investing there. And then from there, you start to just pull out profit. And what we end up with is 1743 total. So yeah, this is, yeah, we can go down to the fraction of a penny. Somebody else made this. I liked it. So I just said, okay, let's do this, you know. And at the end of the day, like, it all adds up. Like, you can't look at it. I think a mistake that people make is like, okay, I have like $1,000. Like, what's the thing I should do? I think that's the wrong way to look at it. It's like, okay, what's the first step I want to make? You see the difference in the mentality, difference in the mindset there is, and again, I think that really caps you. And it's all working off of these old scripts that we all have, which is like, I only have this much money. I don't have enough money. Those sorts of things. Whereas, like, I look at it very differently. You know, in the beginning, if you just had $1,000, I'd get into something like BitConnect, Bitpetite. I love both of those platforms. Both of those I feel are good. They pay out a good amount every day, so you can start to get some back into your wallets and start to make some other investments and start to diversify out. But when you look at it with such limitation, what can you possibly get but more limitation? You know, when you look at things wide open abundantly, you'll get more abundance. And I think it's that simple, really. And it took a long time to like realize that and then live that, because there's a difference. There's a difference between knowing and then living that reality. And so this is just like, for me, this is another challenge. Cool. I haven't done this yet. Let's do this. 6 weeks. Who cares? Yeah, let's do it. Because we've got all these other things going on over here. So again, I'm not working from the limitation of like, this is the only thing I'm doing. This is just like a 6-week challenge. I look at all these as challenges, right? Like fitness, you know, you've got weight loss challenge, you've got weight gain challenge, you're going to bulk, you're going to lean up, you're going to this, you're going to that, you want to add on some muscle, you want to whatever, bring up a muscle group. They're all little micro challenges. And how I look at this and really how I think this remains fun for me is that all these are just little challenges, just little fun. So now we've got the Bitpetite challenge going on, which will be the next 6 weeks. I'll be checking in with you every day. I won't do solo videos for these at all. But then I've got the 10K challenge going on at BitConnect, which got their own solo videos. So yeah, I kind of break it down like that. Yeah, there's no rules right now on multiple accounts. Was just asked multiple accounts if that's allowed in Bitpetite. I have multiple accounts. Think it should be just fine. Same with BitConnect. 1, I think that'd be really hard to police. 2, I don't think you could really police that at all, actually. And so I think I think you're fine with that. Bit off topic. Don't want to sidetrack, but I think just figured how to prove the profits of the BitConnect trading bot. Yeah, Charles, there's a lot of people that are going really deep into looking at the bot and tracking it against the volatility of Bitcoin. I personally don't do that, but you can definitely see segues and connection points of, okay, Bitcoin's doing this. They're saying that they're trading off of Bitcoin, and yet here's now a result that we're seeing, a pattern that we're seeing emerge in BitConnect, which they give you everything they're doing right here in the high chart, the 3-month, 6-month, 1 year. You can see exactly what's going on, what they're doing, and you could go back and chart this up against Bitcoin, and I'm sure you would see patterns. I'm 100% sure you would see patterns. So again, if you need to go through all that research and go through that time, do it. I think it only adds value if that's where maybe you're facing some resistance with helping people around you get involved, and definitely go on that track. Wow, that's crazy. That's a 4.8%. They definitely were tweaking the bot back then, because look at that. That was January. I didn't even know that, because I came in July. Wow. And we had a 4.2. When was this one? 3. So March. Wow. Very interesting. But you see now we're really normalizing. If you just look at these tick marks, really normalizing and staying in this sweet spot. But what I see happening next is them breaking above 2%. I think they could actually pay out 2 to 3% per day safely. They're just really holding back. And now that we're starting to develop our own bot, and I've played around with trading bots, and I know how much money you can make off of it, 1-2% is nothing. If you're not in the Discord, jump into the Discord chat. It's free. The group's growing. I think we got like over 30 people now into the chat. We're just starting to get it populated with some content. People are starting to get rolling with that whole thing. So it's good, because Discord is new to a lot of people. And the issue is that you got WhatsApp groups, you got Telegram groups, and oh no, this is the best one. This is the best one. I get it. Who wants to download 15 apps just to keep up with all these different communities? But I've seen a lot of people moving over to Discord in the last 30 days, so that's why we jumped on Discord. I personally don't like Telegram, and I really don't like WhatsApp, because WhatsApp is not secure at all. Telegram is secure, but it lacks functionality. And then Slack is what a lot of ICOs use, but Slack is like for development. And the bots and stuff that you can do in Slack are very limited. Discord is wide open with the API, so the bots and the fund will be able to integrate with that as time goes on, are our best options. So I looked at that and made that decision based off of the longevity idea and concept. Are you in the Discord chat? Okay. Let me give you the link. Charles, jump into the Discord chat, join us, and share what you've done, and I'll pin it in the BitConnect. There's a BitConnect channel that's open to the public and one that's private, but you'll see the BitConnect channel. Go ahead and join the Discord and share that, and I'll absolutely pin it, and I'll feature you in some videos after I go through it all and check it all out. But yeah, absolutely share that with the community. I'd love that. All right, 1 of 3. Let's see. Still 1 of 3. So see, this is how long it could take. Like, we started this in the beginning of the video, so maybe we've been on this for about 34 minutes now, waiting for it to finish confirming. I got no sleep for like 3 days in a row. Man, that like broke me. Absolutely broke me. Okay, so that one's all done. Six-month average is 0.92 right now. That's looking good. 10,000, $10 investment. Term length, just 120 days. Pull it out. You make 14,000. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the principal after 120 days. Probably put it back in. Yeah, I'll assume I'll put it back in. But yeah, 140% ROI. You get 24,000 back total after 120 days. What's that look like? 365 days, 42,000 in profit. So I think a lot of people that are used to traditional investment markets, for you to come in at 10,000 and walk away at the end of the year with 42,000 profit is pretty big. 52. So your overall, what you'd get back with principal, or the capital, is 52,757. I mean, that's impressive. That's impressive for such a small investment. Yeah, holding steady at 56. World Bank president. Everyone is excited about blockchain. IMF leader Christine Lagarde warned the central banks and financial services need to pay closer attention to cryptocurrency. Why would you just now be saying that, though? Like, let's just do some simple math here. $172 billion. Is there anything else that has got $172 billion floating around in it that's not taken serious? I mean, just imagine if some new market came up tomorrow and went to that much money. Do you know how hard they would be trying to shut it down and call it a scam? No, it's a pyramid. No, it's this. No, it's that. Because, again, that's all existing ruling that they got passed and that is legit, that they can just pin on things. So they just make this case and do their job to get things shut down. You know, and I used to see that all the time in MLMs. I'm not a big fan of MLMs, but I got involved in some when I was in my early 20s. And the reality is that they were amazing products. They were amazing services. And they got shut down really, really quick. The really good ones got shut down really quick. And it was always the same. You know, it's a pyramid. It's a this. It's a that. If you look at the traditional structures of the corporate ladder, it's the same thing. You got somebody who starts off in a mailroom, they get paid pennies. And the CEO doesn't give a fuck about them. The CEO doesn't know them. And how is that different? You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I think they've been taking cryptocurrency serious. They're just all playing dumb like, oh, okay, yeah, it's there. Like, they know it. They're in it. They know it. They're breathing it. They have been. Not since the beginning. I don't think since the beginning at all. But I think after it hit over 1,500, maybe even 1,000, they were in. They were in, definitely. BitConnect is fighting for its life. Not really, but it's fighting for against Monero and Neo. They are all battling it out. It'll float in here for a while, just as we see support and resistance lines here with Bitcoin. We, to a degree, see resistance points in this charting. You know, it works very similarly. So BitConnect, now that it's into the top 10, it'll fight now from 8 to 10. Then it'll just blow past those. And a new resistance point will be either 7 and 6 or just 7. And it might have to work its way one at a time up on its journey. Or it'll be in groupings, like one or two positions. They'll all be fighting together at the same time. But I don't think so. I think once BitConnect is past number 8, it'll start fighting these one at a time, one battle at a time. That's my thoughts anyways. Last 7 days. Yeah, pegged at 200. I mean, it got over to 200. 1454 capped at market wise. 1.54 billion. This thing active or what? Oh, hard refresh. Let's try that again. Still 1 of 3. Just takes time. What is that one at? It's got to be, what's the minimum on Litecoin? 0.10. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I would. KM. My plan, my core plan with BitConnect is to keep running these 120-day cycles as many times as I can. At minimum, I think 5 or 6 I'll get away with before anything big happens with BitConnect. So that puts us at a couple years. 5 or 6 cycles of 120 days, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Very simple strategy. And I'm going to do that with anywhere between $10,000 and $100,000. And then I'll probably do some other things outside of that. But that's like, if we look at each one of these as like a box that all fits into the overall, my core plan with BitConnect is these 120-day cycles. And I might come over here and start to do this with maybe other plan or other strategy. I don't know. But this is like, that's my core strategy, is to just run these 120-day cycles over and over and over again on the investing side. And then the staking and holding side, I want to, I'm going to wait for it to pull back on the coin value, the BitConnect coin. And then I'm going to go in with some positions on the coin itself and start to hold on that as well. But yeah. All right. Man, we've been at it for like almost an hour already. Oops. I really wish this would have completed, but that's okay. I think you guys get it. I'll check in. I'll do another video. I'll do another video later on today. And then I've got the day 11 BitConnect 10K challenge, which day 10, there was no audio again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put together probably a funny little montage where day 10 is in the beginning and then we roll into day 11 and it's day 10 and 11 together. We'll have to see. I don't know. We'll have to see. Just audio problems. But it happens. Happens with gear sometimes. All right, what else we got? Red, what did you start with? I started with 7K 10 days ago, and now it's 7,600. I started with $100, KM. I started with $100. That's what I started with, which is big. You know, that'll be a fun testimonial case study to talk about. Is when there's hundreds of thousands sitting in there, then which will be by the end of the year. Then yeah, I can say, like, look, I started with $100, which will be insane. People won't believe that. That's too big. That stretches their belief too much. You know? Yeah, but Jay. That's good. I like that. I like breaking people's frame with reality, new realities. Yeah, I got your dad started with 100. I started my dad with 100 too, and then he just came in with a 5,000. And I think he's up to 7,000 total in BitConnect. Super pumped. Like every time I talk to that guy now, he's like, "Hey, Crypto J, what's going on?" And I call him G Money. So he calls me Crypto J. I call him G Money. And yeah, it's the happiest I've seen him in a long time. Even if it doesn't last, I don't care. It don't matter. He's happy now. You know, it's brought in a new level of happiness that he didn't have before. And if you got nothing else out of it than that's fantastic. How long ago? I think he got in a month after me with the 100, and then he did the 5K invest. We streamed it, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago. I'm horrible with time. Like, it all just lapses, and I don't know, a week, a month. Ah, that's cool. Yeah. So he's having fun. he's having fun with it for sure. And my mom, his wife, is accepting it more and more. She was a big resistance point, hated it, but now she's like, oh, this crypto stuff. So I guess it's working. They're not that old, but yeah. All right, I think I'll leave the stream. Cut the stream there. Any last minute questions for me? Any Q&A I can help you guys with? We got the Discord chat, so most people they just come with questions there. But if you got a question right now, you're not in the Discord, whatever, hit me real quick in the live chat. Let's give it a few more minutes, and I'll answer any questions that you've got. Discord's popping off in the background, but yeah. Any last questions for me? Bitpetite, we just did it, $1,000 invest there. So I think we've got 1,500 total rolling in Bitpetite. The team volume's up over 30,000, 32,000, I think. BitConnect, 50,000 volume for the team, which is great. Next up for BitConnect, we're marching our way on to 100,000 in team volume. Bitpetite, let's hit up to 75,000 on Bitpetite. I see that happening real soon. A lot of people coming into both of those recently. And then we're going to get Regal pumping. So as you start to get into BitConnect and Bitpetite, pull out, and now we start to diversify into Regal. And we just keep going. Now we got 3 things paying us a day. Now we're up a couple $100 a day or a couple $1,000 a day. And that's how this thing really starts to build. It builds quicker than you realize. And once we come in with $100,000 position, then we'll be making like $1,500 a day at that point, because we're quickly approaching $500 a day now. We're over 200, and then so we'll be up to 500, and then before you know it, we'll be in the thousands. It'll be pretty exciting when we're making 2,000-3,000 a day, I think, and especially for you guys following along. I think that'll really, if you're not in yet and you're like, oh, Jay's not making enough for me to get excited about this, when we're making a couple thousand a day, you'll be like, shit, all right. I can't wait anymore. I got to do it. Because, yeah, as you said, Cam, numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. And the freedom that money creates, that don't lie either. We all deserve that. All right, let's take one quick last look. Bitpetite. Still sitting at 1. The confirmations go like that. 1 of 3, forever, waiting, and then 2, and then 3. That's been my experience. Almost every single deposit that I've made on there. Oh, tomorrow, by the way, tomorrow I get capital released on my first 2 Bitpetite investments, which is only like $100, but tomorrow those will be released. So that'll be cool. I'll probably shoot a video when those get released back in. There's a lot of people's capital that's gotten released, but yeah, for you guys to see that, I think will be important too. That's it. 5,600. Bitcoin is looking strong. Like always, we're gonna be in good shape for the last few months of the year. Christmas is looking good. Christmas is looking real good. Yeah, thanks, Cam. I appreciate that. I am going to hit my goals soon. So are all of you. Just keep following along. Let me know how I can help. As we build the community, as we build this little family together, we'll all get where we want to go. We'll get there. Strength in numbers, my friends. Strength in numbers. All right, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in some more training soon.